Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another conspiracy theory reading. So by popular request, I am doing a reading on is William Shakespeare real / did he actually write his books or whatever, plays, or was it other people? Did people pretend to be him? Was it a group of people? So we're going to do that conspiracy theory, which I only just found out 5 minutes ago because of you guys. So I actually don't really know too much about it, but I'm just going to go in blind here and tell you what I see. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment only. And if you like conspiracy theories and you want more true crime or conspiracy theories, put down below in the comments what you want me to do and I'll do it. Because I've always done true crime conspiracy, but I haven't done them enough lately because I don't really know what's popular. So let me know. Okay, so remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment only. Remember, if you like these, you can always join my YouTube memberships. There's a $5, $10, $50 tier. You get access to exclusive pick-a-card, story times, and a chance to win a reading by me. There's a link in the description if you're on mobile. And there's a button down below that says join. All right, so let's look at Shakespeare. Ooh, not Shakespeare being Page of Cups reversed. That's strange. Four of Swords. Not taking no for an answer. Temperance card. Gossip. You're lying. Justice card, Queen of Swords, Lover's card reversed. Okay. Now I'm open to being wrong, but I'm going to tell you how I interpret this. Okay? The Temperance card is about balance. I pour into your cup, you pour into mine. And in this particular deck, it's always about whispers and gossip as well. The Page of Cups is a detachment. So that means I'm not 100% invested in the source material. And the Four of Swords is not taking no for an answer. It's also about rejection. So yes, I think that you could totally read this and interpret this as somebody who dealt with a lot of heartbreak and rejection and channel that into their art. Sure, I agree. But I also see with the Justice card, the Queen of Swords, and the Lover's card reversed as taking something from someone that you feel you are owed. So justice is what's fair is fair. I deserve this. The Queen of Swords, that's someone else here. And it's feminine-like energy. And then we see the Lover's card reverse, which is unfair. So to me, this would be like, especially with the Queen of Swords, she's holding a book and she's very smart. And that's not him. So for me, I definitely see him heavily taking information from someone else. There is someone else here, and it's feminine energy. So, I mean, it could be a woman. It doesn't always have to be, though. Feminine energy is not always an actual woman, but it's quite possible. It's hard to specifically read that. But I definitely think that he is totally lifting things from someone else. The thing is, though, is that the Justice card says it's fair. So I guess, I mean, back in the day, I know that things weren't like super equal and not everyone had like rights and things like that. And so it just wouldn't shock me if, you know, a man was taking credit for things that wasn't his back then. And that was just like what happens. Because we're looking at the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, that's pettiness. And the Knight of Pentacles. It's like if I had a great idea. You know what this is? This is like if I had a great idea and I tried to pitch it to a boardroom of men and they said my idea was stupid and then did something very similar. It's like if I couldn't copyright my idea and it was genius and they told me it was stupid and they took my idea and changed it. So I see this as being heavily inspired by someone else. And it does feel very like feminine to me. So it's like there's a feminine energy here that seems like it's not. Oh my God. Was he a figurehead? Was he in on it? The Emperor is reversed. Okay, that's men. This is weird. I'm going to be really honest. I really feel like there's a battle of the sexes in this reading, and I can't get it out of my head. Okay, I did not do my research on this. Okay, and I know that queens are not always actually women, but I am seeing a battle of the sexes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, full disclosure, I know nothing about Shakespeare, didn't read it, don't care. So maybe anybody who has an English degree that they're not using currently could help in the comments. I would appreciate that. But the Emperor being reversed and the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is stress and anxiety. And the Nine of Pentacles is about being able to do things on my own and make money on my own. It's being able to be productive on my own with my own thoughts. And it's next to the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor's reverse. So who can't do things on their own back in the day? Women. And if we're seeing someone like owing something. So to me, I'm telling you right now, there is feminine energy behind him. Now, I don't know whether or not he was plagiarizing or just inspired by women, or if there was a conscious effort to where women knew that their information and their writing would not be taken serious. So he either willingly or unwillingly kind of took credit for it. To be honest, I kind of believe it. Like, I kind of believe that there is because the Emperor being reversed and Nine of Swords is like, no one would take us serious. Like, I can see a bunch of women in my mind's eye being like, no one would take us serious. So let's find someone who will be taken serious. That's what I'm feeling. This sounds crazy. I'm open to being wrong. And it's possible that maybe he just like took an idea, but I really do feel like they would come to him with ideas or give something to him. He seems like a figurehead to me. I know that sounds fucking crazy. Yeah, Seven of Wands. I think he's a figurehead. That doesn't mean that he's not a writer, and that doesn't mean that he's not talented. That means that he was seen as a vehicle. There it is, the Chariot. He was seen as a vehicle to push other things forward. This reminds me of, it's exactly what it is. We all know our favorite pop stars don't write their own music, right? Even if they start writing their own music, all their songs are not written by them. That's what it feels like. It's like people who are really good will help you because like they can't do it on their own for whatever reason. So they're going to give you to make you. He seems like the first celebrity. Like the Hangman is reversed. I mean, the Hangman is upright. The Chariot's upright, and the Seven of Wands. Like, I can't do it on my own. No one will listen to me. No one will care about me. I'll have to let it go and give it to you. And you will be the Chariot. You will be the tool to push this out because this needs to be out. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles. I also feel like there were, allegedly for entertainment only, I think there were deals done behind closed doors. There was a lot of I scratch your back, you scratch mine. The Six of Pentacles is like a breaking of a contract, but it's also about doing like secret contracts. So for me, that would be like not a real contract, but I owe you one. Two of Swords versus Page of Swords. I'll be able to give you something in return. Just don't tell anyone. This looks like a ghostwriter. So I don't know if that necessarily means that everything was ghostwritten, but I do think that Shakespeare as a whole is a collaboration of a lot of people. Think of it like a package, like Ariana Grande or, whatever pop star you can possibly think of. Like, it's a package deal. And so we want the public to believe it's one person, but it's not. That's what it reads as to me, especially with the Two of Swords being reversed. The Two of Swords is totally about like decisions we can't go back from. So it's like giving up something, giving up your right to something. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, let them believe the fantasy. We want them to believe the fantasy. The Ten of Cups being reversed and the Seven of Pentacles, we want to provoke critical thinking, but we don't want to upset people. Ten of Cups is like a happily ever after, and it's reversed, which means they're not getting theirs, but it's also about the family unit. And the Seven of Pentacles is people's comfort zone. They don't want to freak them out too much. And it reminds me of like if a woman says something, no one listens, but if a man does, they listen. That's what it's giving. I just see it as like a pop star. I don't know what else to say. That's kind of what I see. Yeah, the stars reversed, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the interesting here too, the Five of Wands. It seems like there's someone here there's someone that was behind him that was very influential, powerful, and / or wealthy, that always wanted to be a writer, always wanted to be something, and they couldn't. And I think that's why they took a liking to him. Someone who supported him always wanted to be a writer and couldn't because of the position they were in. And I'm telling you right now that this person helped facilitate this and might even have their own writing in there. Like, someone here has a double life, the star. So it's a public figure. It's someone that has a double life. And you wouldn't believe it, but this person contributed to the writing in a big way. It's somebody that you're like, why are you supporting this? This doesn't make any sense. It's because they secretly are really good at this. Yep, the world is reversed. Yep, 3 of Wands. Yep, and the Page of Pentacles. Yep. I have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of things that I can't do myself. So here you go. Yep. And I also think that this person gives me, like, I know a lot of people that do this as well. It feels like, it reminds me of like what I said in the beginning, where there was like women that couldn't do something because they weren't taken serious. It's almost like, okay, to put this into an extreme, it's almost like if you had a secret society of women that were really talented and creative and they couldn't do it. So they just like kept it to themselves and they would find people to give it to and work with, if that makes sense. That's an extreme example. Okay. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. I'm just saying like that's kind of what I'm seeing in my head in terms of like a metaphor. Like a secret meeting of like, we have to do things, you know, in private because of our public facing, you know, whatever, or because no one would take us serious. Think of it like, you know, like a group of friends that are like, we're all really good at this and I wish we could put it out. Is there a way we could find a way to put this out? So yeah, there's the Empress reversed. There's the Hierophant. Yeah, and the King of Pentacles. It's very loud for me. This is a very loud discrepancy between male and female. It's extremely loud. The King of Pentacles would be a man sitting on his throne. That's the king. And the Empress is reversed, which means the women in power. Empress is like the queen in power. Like the Empress is like the woman in power. And then she's reversed. So the Hierophant, follow through in a commitment. It's also marriage. So it's like no one. It's like if you were a woman married to a man, no one would believe you. Especially if you were in a position of power. And so to me, it just seems like there's a lot of like funneling through. I don't think Shakespeare was the only person that this stuff was funneled through. It feels like there was a big boom of creativity during this time period. And a lot of it was attributed to this energy of like feminine energy that wanted to push stuff forward. I mean, this could also literally translate to gay people as well. You know, nobody would listen to gay people either. So that totally could be as well. But to me, it just feels like we're going to, you know, find the right people to push this forward. I mean, maybe Shakespeare was gay. Maybe he was one of the girls. And that's why the girls felt like we can use you as the figurehead because you're one of the girls. That could be very possible. Just because it's giving me one of my good Judy over here is what I'm getting. So I'm like, it's possible that he was one of the girlies. And that's why they felt comfortable working with him and doing things with him. So this sounds crazy and you don't have to believe me, but this is what I see. And I also see the Tower, the Strength card, and the Ten of Pentacles. I also see I see some sort of repairing. So there was some sort of, okay, my girlies with their English degrees, I need your help. Something to do with the creativity and the writing was to repair some sort of building or something. Was there anything that was like made to inspire repairing something? Like any of the plays or any of the books or creativity at the time, was any of it made to like inspire repairing something, like repairing a church or repairing like a building or anything like that? Because I'm getting a lot of religious imagery and a lot of like repairing. So I'm not really sure where that translates to. Almost like using... how can we use creativity and words to repair something or restore something? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like restoring something. How do we get them to want to restore something? I don't know where that comes from or where that translates to. How do we get them to want to repair, restore, and rejuvenate something? Some sort of religious shit involved. Oop, not me cursing, but yeah, it's there. Anyways, I'll leave it on this. Knight of Wands, Three of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Swords. While I do think it's quote unquote shady, it doesn't feel malicious. I kind of feel like there were some secret deals, and it feels like the modern day music industry to me. So that's what I got. All Ledger Friendshippers only. And we can leave it at that. So remember, if you guys like this, make sure you follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. I stream live on all those and do readings for people on there all the time. And if you really love me and support me, join my YouTube memberships. There's a link down below that says join, a button, and then there's a link in the description for people who are on mobile where you can join. $5, $10, $15 tiers. You can get free readings from me if you're lucky. And there is also exclusive pick a card, story times, and things like that. So until next time, bye guys.